Hiring a professional matchmaker is a big decision. Not only is it a bigger financial investment than, say, a dating app, but you are also trusting someone new to help you with a super important aspect of your life, your relationship. Because of all this, a super important question that I hope you're asking is whether or not hiring a matchmaker is worth it. More specifically, I hope you're asking whether or not hiring a matchmaker is worth it for you. Today, that's what I want to try and help you walk through. I'm going to share some thoughts and questions from my 10 plus years in the industry that will hopefully guide you to the right answer. Spoiler, professional matchmakers are worth it for a lot of people, but they are also not worth it for certain groups of people. Today, we'll make sure you know exactly which camp you fall into so you can make the best decision. And really quick, before we jump in, if at any point during this video you decide that hiring a professional matchmaker is the right decision for you, I've included a link in the description box below to our list of the best matchmaking services. Everything we're sharing today assumes that if you say yes to hiring a matchmaker, you are saying yes to a quality provider that will take care of you and treat you right. And since most people understandably aren't experts in the field of professional matchmaking, we've included that list to help you out. So again, that's in the description box below for you whenever you need it. With that said, let's dive into helping you figure out if hiring a professional matchmaker is right for you. The first thing you need to look at when deciding if it's worth it for you is what your relationship goals are and if you are in a position where you're ready to pursue those goals. Let's break this down. First, 99% of professional matchmakers exist to help people find serious relationships that will lead to committed relationships and oftentimes marriage. If you are looking for casual dating or you have too much going on in your life to be able to commit to a serious relationship, if an opportunity presents itself, hiring a professional matchmaker is not going to be worth it for you. Think of it like this. If you aren't looking to buy a house or your job's uncertain and you don't even know what city you're going to be in next year, would you hire a realtor? Of course not. You'd be wasting your time, your money, and your effort for something you don't want or you aren't ready for. The first decision in this process has literally nothing to do with whether or not professional matchmaking services are effective. It has to do with whether or not you are ready and it's what you're looking for. If you're looking for something that could turn into a serious relationship and you feel like you're in a good place to do that, go for it. Your life does not have to be perfect because no one's is. You just have to have a pretty good idea of what you want and be in a spot that supports that. The next question to ask, and this is a big one, is whether or not a matchmaking service is worth it in terms of effectiveness. This actually breaks down to two separate questions. First, do matchmaking services work? And second, do matchmaking services work well enough to warrant the higher price point? Now, for the first question, the simple answer, and again, this is assuming that you are using a quality matchmaking service like one of the ones we've shared on our list linked in the description box below, is yes. Professional matchmakers are, well, professionals at helping people find love. One of the most unique things I learned from talking to a very successful matchmaker is that most people, when looking for a partner on their own, tend to always go for the exact same type of person or their type or what they like. This, of course, logically makes sense until you look at the track record. If you've dated 3 or 5 or 10 of your types and it hasn't worked out, maybe you don't really know what's best for you. For me, that was one of the big moments where I realized that professional matchmakers who are good at what they do actually bring a ton of experience and value to the table. On our own, we probably never think about challenging the norms of what our type is. But a professional matchmaker has the ability to know how and when to do that, or how and when to double down on your type. And that's just one aspect of the skill sets they bring to the table. Their ability to understand you, encourage you, lead you are just the tip of the iceberg. They also know how and where to find the perfect matches for you to give you the best chance of success. And when one of your dates doesn't work out, they know not only how to pick you back up, but they know how to extract meaningful feedback to make the next match much closer to perfect. So yes, I would absolutely say that a quality matchmaking service is 100% effective. But is it worth the higher price point? Dating apps cost you a few $100s a year, whereas professional matchmakers will cost you a few thousand. Is the significantly higher financial investment worth it? The answer is that it depends. Here's how I see it. If you have the disposable income to afford investing in yourself, yes, I believe it is absolutely worth it. If cash is tight or you find that finding that special someone is not super important to you, then it probably isn't worth it. And if you're on the fence, I would encourage you to analyze some of the additional costs that come with using dating apps or no paid service at all. Bad dates cost you money, time, and emotional bandwidth. Is that enough to move the needle for you? That's 100% up to you, but I just want to do my best to steer you in the right direction, to have the right information so you can make the best decision possible. And I know we've beaten the drum on this a million times already, but I'm going to do it one more time. You'll only realize the value for the higher priced option if you are using a quality and trusted matchmaker. If you use a subpar option, you're probably wasting your money. Again, we do have that video that digs into some of the top options for you, linked in the description box below. Take advantage of it. Lastly, I want to talk about two things that are super important to be aware of when making this decision: realistic expectations and guarantees. If you sign up for a dating app, are you guaranteed to find love? No. If you sign up to work with a professional matchmaker, are you guaranteed to find love? Nope. If you avoid the apps and matchmakers altogether, are you guaranteed to find love? Still no. If you sign up to go on the TV show Love Island, are you guaranteed to find love? Not a chance. Hopefully you see the point I'm trying to make. No matter how good a professional matchmaker is, they can't guarantee that they'll find you love. Now, does that mean there are no guarantees whatsoever? No, there are actually some. A great matchmaker can guarantee that they'll find you a certain number of matches. A great matchmaker can guarantee you that they'll respect your deal breakers when making selections. A great matchmaker can guarantee you a high level of accessibility and support during the process. There's a lot to be excited about. They just can't guarantee you someone else is going to feel a certain way about you. Now, none of this is shared to discourage you because, again, I truly feel that for a lot of you, hiring a professional matchmaker is 1000% worth it. The reason I share this, though, is that I want you to go into this with the right expectations so you have a good experience whether you find that special someone or not. For next steps, I have a few recommendations. First, if you haven't hit that like and subscribe button, do it now. We have a ton of great content on the matchmaking process coming out soon, and we don't want you to miss out on that. Second, we've included a bunch of resource links to other videos in the description box below. Take some time to check those out and make sure you are comfortable before moving forward. And lastly, have some fun. If you decide to hire a professional matchmaker, awesome. Remember, while they do most of the work for you, put in the effort for the things they ask you for to help support them as they look for Mr. Right or Miss Perfect for you. Have some fun out there.